they look to the offseason for a new direction? I don't know. Other words, there's some more changes coming. That's also what I'm being told as well. So we'll see what else changes. But
Being
I'm
told, and
sorry. I
being
mean,
told. What are your sources telling you?
It's actually a very apropos quote too, because it is actually a Chinese proverb.
it is a good one. I just couldn't recall it because I'm
You
so
just dinged
happy.
yourself.
I did,
Oh my
Justin.
God.
Hey, as a 76ers fan, I'm having a great day. I'm allowed to give myself a point.
What a
But,
beautiful day, Chris. What a beautiful day.
All right, we got some more Brooklyn fans that we need to get to, though, real quick, Justin. I'm going to get you in, and I got you, Cash, and I know Barkai, you want to go too. But right now, we need to let these eulogies for Steve Nash fly. Like, this is what this is. And we're going to go next to Let's Talk Brooklyn Nets. Do us a favor, shoot us a follow back, give us your Steve Nash eulogy.
Hey, what's up? Appreciate the time to chat. I want to say Steve Nash was cool as a player, good as a development coach, like everybody's saying. He wasn't ready for this. He wasn't ready for this team. They should have gave him some rookies that he could develop that's going to listen to him or something. Just wasn't meant to be, As far as the next coach, I don't know. Hopefully we get more Jackson. That's what we need. But RIP Stevie, go to Toronto, go coach them or some shit.
I like that. It's good stuff right there. All right. Next up, we'll go to Eke. Let me get your Steve Nash eulogy.
So I'm gonna go like this, man. I'm gonna sing a small song, Nigerian song that's going crazy all over the world by Burna Boy. It goes like this. Last, you don't cast, Steve Nash don't chop breakfast, shy you. Man, how Steve Nash is gonna great. It won't surprise me or any of the Brooklyn Nets fans. I'm looking
The
forward to
biggest
Jack Vaughn
explosion I
to
ever
step
heard.
in, man. Send him out, send Jack Vaughn out, get Mike D'Antoni someone better, Shout out to Brooklyn for firing Steve Nash. I wish they did it earlier when KD told them to do so. And we won't be in this mess.
Chris.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Chris, is happening.
It's what's happening.
Chris, is happening.
What's happening?
The Celtics are gonna let go of Ime Udoka.
Yo, I think Josiah should just pay Udoka all his money and just be like, guy, resign and we'll take the rest from there. Like, they shouldn't even wait time for any redemption tour or anything like that. They should just give him his money and let him start coaching the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, appreciate it. Saint, your thoughts as you're probably I think I know whom you might be talking to. I've heard Mike D'Antoni. Like, that's what I heard. MDA. I have not heard anybody other than MDA. What do you got?
I can't really say anything at the moment, but there's got to be names out there. I mean, outside of Quinn Snyder, Ime Udoka, people from the outside, that it's either going to be like Ivy. Obviously, Jock Vaughn right now is the acting, but I don't think that's going to last long. I don't know if that means he's eventually letting go himself or he's going to slide back in, but yeah, because did you just see Woj's recent tweet where it said Jock Vaughn is acting head coach tonight, but expect the Nets to inquire suspended Celtics coach Ime Udoka, Quinn Snyder, among others. So we all know that Woj is Sean Marks' mouthpiece, if you haven't figured that out yet. So if they're talking already about outside names, I think you most likely are going to get an outside coach, whether it falls into one of those categories. And shout out to T'Challa. We were talking about this last night. That Quinn Snyder is he's ready and available. It'll be interesting to see there. Me personally, I would rather have Ime as the coach. Whether there's been enough clearance and drama from whatever's happened to him within the Celtics is another question. But I ultimately think it is going to potentially, I just don't know when, but I have a feeling it's going to be more on the outside coach. There's no way you can fire Steve Nash after allowing him to potentially pick his last coaching staff and then in turn around and give one of his lackeys the head coaching job and say, yes, let's go win a champ. Like, no, you need you need a complete head change there and a headspace in a new direction. So yeah, if that's where I'm at with that.
Let me clear out some of the hands of the non-Nets fans first, and then we're going to give Warren some extra time. I see you, Tina. I'm going to get you up as well. We'll go first to Bankai. He's been waiting the longest. Then we'll go to Cash. We have JF, EK, Micah, and then we got Andrew. And if you're down below and you want to come up, get your hands up. I'm going to start bringing up people as soon as we start clearing out these hands. Bankai, go. Give me your eulogy.
Yeah, it's a sad day in Nets history. I thought Steve Nash was doing a hell of a job. I thought he was in the running for Coach of the Year. Wink, wink. I'm sad they let him go. I hope Ben Simmons gets healthy as soon as possible. And I hope whoever comes and takes over the head coaching position does as good a job as Steve Nash was doing. I think the Nets fans deserve that. I think the city deserves that. And it's just a sad, sad day. I feel bad. Steve Nash did everything he could for that dumpster fire franchise.
All right. There you go. Cash, hop in here.
Chris, I feel bad for Brett Brown.
I do too.
He really did nothing wrong. And now I feel bad for Steve Nash. I mean, take Ben Simmons and combine him with the locker room killer, Kyrie Irving. And then it's easy to just, that's what's going on. People are just looking for the easiest person to blame all the time. They don't want to blame the right folks. This is all Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving's doing. I feel bad for Kevin Durant. If I'm him, I demand a trade right now. Shit show. I'm loving every fucking second of it. I hope they drown in their tears. I hope they do. I hope they miss the playoffs. I hope every one of their players asks for a fucking trade and forces it. I hope they're stuck with no picks next year and no All-Stars. Fuck Brooklyn.
Wow. JF Cake from Miami. What do you got to say about Steve Nash?
Yeah, Chris, man, it's unfortunate. Steve Nash caught a kick. I already knew this was going to happen. Like, he cannot be fixed. Nothing can be fixed with that man on the roster. The organization did bad. All I got to say, Chris, think about it. Did he deserve that job to be have it in the first place? I mean, there's a lot more other people. So, you know, the lights coming into town now in Brooklyn. I can see the buildings now. Who are they going to pick up? I still know they got some problems. And it ain't the coach. It's somebody on the bench with a back problem. Appreciate it, Chris.
Oh, man. Y'all going to be getting this.
Agendas are nasty, Chris. I've already seen Ben Simmons as a coach killer. Like, come on.
Oh, the coach killer. Yeah. Not even a coach killer.
The coach killer.
The coach.
Yeah.
And by the way.
Wait, Chris.
What?
Oh, Chris.
What?
Let me go after you. Let me go after you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say.
This was a long time in coming. But Ben Simmons is but a byproduct of this was coming for a long time.
Yeah, I've got three hands I'm gonna get to first. That I'm gonna save my Ben Simmons coach killer statement for that. We'll go next to Micah, EK, and then we've got basketball is back with Benny, and then I'm gonna get more hands that are raising. I'll get them up here so we can talk. Micah, go.
Oh man. You know what? I knew it was going to end this way. I knew it. Look at who his mentor is. If you bring in his mentor, it's the same thing all over again. So you need coaches that can make defensive schemes, not somebody that just runs a bunch of ISOs and defense be damned. But there you go.
All right. Appreciate it, Micah. EK, go.
Man, Chris, today is a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day, my brother.
A beautiful day.
If you can recall, I've been on this space probably for a good couple of days talking about Steve Nash deserving to be fired, and it finally happened. It looked like the Nets had finally done something right for the first time in about 2 to 3 years. So I want to say congratulations to all of the Nets fans that are in here. You deserve it. You didn't deserve a guy who won 2 MVPs he didn't deserve. You didn't deserve a guy who, before he coached any type of NBA basketball, any type of anything, he was a special consultant for probably one of the best teams we've ever seen in Golden State. He didn't deserve the job to begin with. He was also paired with Kyrie Irving, the dumpster fire personality that he is, the man in Kevin Durant who just wants to play basketball, and Ben Simmons, who effectively killed Brett Brown, almost killed Doc, and killed Steve Nash. And furthermore, I want to say, as a Houston Rockets fan, I watched Mike D'Antoni's
Can anybody
bum
say anything
ass.
right now?
Yeah. You just don't hear him, Andrew.
I'm sorry. I watched Mike D'Antoni's bum ass for
How you
4
doing,
years, coach my team, and we got nothing for it. We got mollywopped by Golden State in the playoffs 4 times. Well, 3 of those times were on
So
his
he got
watch.
fired. So wait a minute, how did this come about? Because I was falling asleep and all of a sudden I heard it
Oh, you gotta let
and
him
I thought I was
finish.
Yeah.
dreaming.
Well,
gotta let
and Andrew can't hear him yet. Like,
Yeah, he can't hear
Okay,
me. It's
Andrew,
okay.
you got to hold on. Just let him finish real quick.
Yeah, do not bring Mike D'Antoni in there. He will do nothing for your franchise. Right now, I believe he's a consultant for the New Orleans Pelicans. Leave his non-defensive scheming ass there. Do not, I repeat, do not bring him in, because if you do, you will be faced with the same issues y'all been faced with for the past 2 to 3 years. Thank you very much.
Yep, I agree. I was screaming about this whole Mike D'Antoni to Philly thing. That would really stress my fandom to the point where it'd be like, got to make a decision. All right, Andrew, I appreciate your patience, man. I'll let you go ahead and go. All right, what you got? Give me your Steve Nash eulogy. Then I'm going to give you Benny, and then we're going to talk with Nat and Saint and Tina about Steve Nash, no longer head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yo, thanks a lot. As I was stating earlier, I was watching a little television and I was falling in and out of sleep. And then I got a text and I was like, I thought I was dreaming that Steve Nash got fired. Now, could you exactly tell me what transpired between last night and tonight? Because I've been wanting his ass fired from the beginning, but they won last night and he got fired today. Yeah, whatever, but what happened?
He was not getting through to the players in the locker room.
Yeah. Because we said that the other day, I had text on here that they were just going through the motions.
Yep.
The game that they lost to Indiana.
Yeah,
and that's how they played.
Right.
Huh?
You're right. That's all they did was go through the motions in that first Indiana game, and they almost lost yet last night's game.
And to be honest with you, I was pulling for them to lose. I'm not even gonna lie. I was pulling for them to lose so this could happen. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Hey, don't apologize. You got your wish. It's all good. Go ahead, Saint.
Chris, there, and to Andrew's point, there were some of your top favorite Twitter Spaces personality Nets were actually rooting for this. They were like, no, I want to go 0-10. I would like to go 0-10, 0-20, so that I could get Nash out. Like, people got their wish. I had a feeling that Joe Tsai eventually would reach his limit. I am impressed that he actually did it now. Thank God he did it now. Nets fans, relax. Vaughn is a stand-in. It was never going to look pretty when you let go of Steve Nash, but it's a start. And I mean, but this is what people have actually been hoping for. So finally, Nets fans do get their wish on something.
Now, are they gonna go after Boston's coach?
Well, we'll find out probably in a 24 to 48 hours. Let the dust settle down, because the issue with that is he's still under contract, and part of the reason he's under contract is if they were to terminate him, that actually opens up doors for other actions that involve his situation, right? So for both parties, when they got together for this disciplinary thing, said that this was the best way forward for both parties. So if that's the case, then I don't expect Ime to be available until the offseason.
Yeah, because I know that Boston won't have to pay him either if they just let him
No,
go? Just
they would still actually have to pay him.
they would still have to pay him.
Yep.
You sure about that?
Yep. Unless he gave up the money. That's just how it
To
works.
Chris's point, if somehow magically he became the Nets head coach this season, say in the next month or two, there's no way that's not happening without making sure everything is cleared up.
Right.
So, yeah.
Let me get Benny in here because we got other people waiting. I want to make sure everybody's able to go through. Benny, appreciate your patience, man. What you got for your Steve Nash eulogy?
What's up, y'all? I'm a Mavs fan. I know a terroristic coach when I see one. So I'm glad y'all are rid of Steve Nash. I remember in the playoffs last year during Milwaukee when KD hit that shot to go to overtime. And I'm not a huge X's and O's guy, but I do know that Kevin Durant is the second best catch and shoot player in the catch and shoot threat in the league. And I saw Kevin Durant pounding the ball and running pick and roll for 5 minutes during overtime. And I said, I don't think Steve Nash is going to work out for me. So I'm glad y'all got rid of him. I think Quinn Snyder is actually a good coach. Like, he did the most good in Utah. So I think y'all are going to get him. It just seems like the most likely option since Ime is gone for good, basically. And I don't think y'all need Mike D'Antoni. I think Charlotte should get Mike D'Antoni. So y'all be good, man. I mean, this is just the old players phasing out of the league. This is how it goes. So eventually, all these people are going to be packed up too.
Yeah, that's unfortunately how this world works. And the Ben Simmons narrative is also going to take off like a rocket. I don't necessarily call Ben Simmons a coach killer. I don't. If you want to call him a coach killer, just know what you're really saying. What you're really saying is Doc Rivers is a great coach. That's what you're saying if you're calling Ben Simmons a coach killer. You are calling me right. That I am correct in stating the obvious truth that Ben Simmons is just a player and Doc Rivers is a great coach. Nat, tell me I'm wrong.
Doc Rivers is a great coach. I'm going to support you. I'm gonna support you. Listen, it's been a year and a half. This man should have been fired. It should not have taken last year, this year. This man should have been gone. When I saw him hugging Kevin Durant because he's not running any plays, he's just saying, get the ball to KD. All right, that's how we going. That's his playbook. How did you not see that? That man was terrible. Y'all were winning based off of the talent on that damn roster. That's why y'all were winning, not fucking Steve Nash. Now Steve Nash is gone. We should all be grateful that we don't have to look at that man on the sideline. But this is the thing. Ben Simmons, this has nothing to do with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons needs time. This man has not played ball in over a year, and he missed all of last season. Give him some time. It's been what, 7-8 games? Damn. Like, the man missed 82. Like, let him get something going, So I'm gonna give Ben Simmons, some time. Steve Nash is gone. He should have been gone. I don't know who you guys are going to replace with him, but I'm not gonna shoot Mike D'Antoni in the foot per se, because if you have a really good assistant coach team next to him, because he can't defend worth a damn. He can't coach defense worth a damn. He's not going to teach them to defend. But if he has guys next to him that are good with that, it might be good. But you need somebody who can hone in on those superstars. You can't just get any kind of coach in there and think that they're going to tell KD what to do or Kyrie what to do. You have to get someone in there that knows what they're doing. So would it be an old school coach? Who knows? But that's the next thing that we have to see. But I'm not going to just write him off yet because this is a high-scoring league. What does Mike D'Antoni do the best? He knows how to score. He knows how to make sure his team scores in the 120s, and they outpace you. The problem is defense. So we'll see with that. But I'm just happy Steve Nash is gone in Brooklyn. I'm still rooting for y'all. I still think y'all are a playoff team, and I hope you get a competent coach in there.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Thank you.